waiting for me to do the intro. It's not a delay. It's okay. All right, we're gonna do it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 1% podcast. Today, I'm excited to, I want to say just chat with a friend. Just chat with a friend. We might rant a little bit. I'm in a ranty mood. Jess, welcome to the podcast, my love. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on.
Were you delaying that on purpose or not?
No, no, no. That's it. When you were doing your intro, it was super like it like cut you out like robotic, and I was like, oh no.
Oh shit, is it that bad?
Yeah.
We can do this. We can do this. Um, for anyone that doesn't know who you are, give her like a little intro into you. And I guess like how you got into the fitness world is going to be because we're probably going to be talking about mostly fitness things and personal stuff.
Right. Okay. So my name's Jess. I'm 30. I live in the Gold Coast. I grew up in rural Victoria, and I got into the fitness industry. I don't really have like an exciting story, right? Like I just started, I went on a big solo trip and I got home and I had a big gap between starting my like nursing like internship and when I returned home. So I started a gym and did like, the whole group fitness classes. And then I dated someone who was like an online coach and that sort of introduced me to competitions and all of that. And it just kind of like progressed, just started learning more and more about it and getting more involved. And yeah, it just kind of happened naturally, I guess.
Nice. What made you initially start going to the gym? Was it because everyone kind of has that initial why, and then I know over years it changes, but like, do you remember like the initial why you got into the gym?
No, I
No.
was just bored in that gap. I just had a few months and I was just bored in that gap. And I was like, what can I do to fill this time?
So that's simple. It's simple. It's
Yeah.
cool. I love it. And I guess now,
It's
like,
so simple.
no, it's good. It's thing is, I think a lot of people, everyone's like, oh, I started because I was so insecure about myself and blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah,
I
I
sometimes you
know.
just jump into it because like it's a thing to do. Like it's cool.
It was definitely just a thing to do. I mean, I was never like insecure. I mean, I think it was just like I just got home. I was about to start a new job. I'd just been solo traveling for a month. So I was like, I just want a little bit of routine. And that was like a really easy way to do that before I started working.
Yeah. I think the insecurities come now you're in it. Then like now we're just like insecure about
Oh,
everything we fucking
100%.
have.
I know. I remember when I first started going to the gym and you have those like little newbie gains, get the tiny bit of definition in your back, and you're like, I'm massive. Like I'm so jacked. And now it's like, you compete like competitively. And I'm like, oh, I'm so small. I need to grow here. It's crazy.
How's
To
your
have the confidence when you first start the gym.
Yeah, 100%. How's like that's actually kind of interesting topic because obviously like for context for anyone, I know Jess through Steph. Obviously Steph coached you before. I don't know how many like for a while, right? Before you started being a coach yourself in a sense.
I think it must have been like 2 years with her because the other day I had realized I sent her 200 check-ins. So she was like, I think we've been coaching together for like 4 years all up.
Oh shit, yeah, okay. So yeah, and then how long have you been coaching with the team now for? That's got to be like a year and a half more.
Yeah, I think a little bit more even.
Yeah, shit. So yeah, so for anyone that doesn't have context, obviously now Jess is coached by Steph and also is a coach for the bikini team as well now. And I think coming from your field, and I think a lot of the girls that will probably listen to this, and I think selfishly talk to those women, how's bodybuilding and competitions now changed your mindset with how you see yourself? Because like you said like when you're a beginner, you just fucking loved every single change. And now I think when you get into
Yeah.
bodybuilding and you get into doing photo shoots and you get into real physique development, the mindset, it's almost, I guess you can call it body dysmorphia. I hate saying it, but I guess it's that body
Yeah.
dysmorphia, it's how the self-image. How do you feel now when you look at your own physique? Do you feel pride or do you see the nitty bitty bits that you always want to improve on?
A little bit of both. I've seen myself in so many different ways. Like you've done the bulks, you've done like the shreds. Like I've seen myself in so many different ways. I can just appreciate and feel proud of the healthy body that I have and the muscle mass that I've developed. But I think because when you're an active competitor, you have your eyes on this certain criteria. It's only natural to always look at yourself and be like, okay, I need to bring this up and this up. And I think, like, of course, because our training programs are so specific to work on those areas, you're thinking about it constantly.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I think as well, especially as a female, it's like, because you've come off stage 2024. Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Is it maybe 23? Oh, yeah, 24 at the start of the year, I think. I've lost track now.
Yeah, I think it was because 25 you didn't compete. Last year you didn't compete, did you? So
Uh, no.
so it's got to be yeah, it's got to be 2024, I think, because I remember taking all the pictures. I think it was. Um when you kind of when you kind of go into that growing phase that you've done, like that, I think for women, that's the fucking hardest part. Like that is definitely the hardest part from a psychological aspect, especially when you go from like that
Yeah.
shredded stage condition and then go into like a growing phase. How have you found that from, again, that mindset point of view? Because it's really hard to like accept that you need to gain fat.
Yeah, I mean, like, fortunately for me, I hate being super shredded. I feel that's my most insecure period. I feel really unattractive. I feel super insecure when I'm like close to getting to stage, which is really hard too, because that's the time when you need to grind the most. And I'm like, fuck, every cardio session is making me feel more gross. But like, anyway, like I think fortunately for me, I enjoy gaining weight for the initial part. And then I sort of hit that period where I'm like, oh, I feel a bit too voluptuous now. But I suppose like the more muscle mass you develop, like every off season you do look a bit better because even underneath all that body fat, you create more shape
Yeah.
as opposed to when you're a brand new competitor, you don't have much muscle mass, putting the body fat on doesn't look as nice as it can do when you have more muscle mass.
Yo.
What's that? Sorry, I'm just gonna go slow your phone up.
Hey, James.
It's yes, Jess.
It's on that stand. I was like, guys.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, go enjoy. I'll see you later. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I muted my phone. He hopes Ziggy's okay.
Oh, Ziggy's the best. Yeah,
What
he's
happened?
good. Oh, no, I don't know. I mean, he injured himself a little while ago. I'm not sure if he's talking about that or if he just means like, hope he's good.
Oh, okay, yeah, good point.
Yeah, nothing happened.
That was rudely interrupted. There you go. Australian,
Oh,
fucking
yes,
Australians fucking everywhere now, literally.
I know, it's so good though. It's so nice that you guys have got some more people to hang out with there that feel like home.
Yeah, it is cool. It's just that nice community aspect now, which is nice. And obviously, like you're
Yeah,
so used to it as well. Like from the Gold Coast is just perfect from like that community aspect and like catch ups, walks, all that sort of stuff. So, nah,
yeah, it's super nice.
I think that's the one thing I love when I'm there. It's just like that kind of everyone knows everyone. That kind of feeling is nice. Obviously, it's a fucking pain in the ass sometimes, but it is nice.
I think it's really nice too because it's like a big enough place that you do have privacy, but at the same time, like you never feel lonely because you can just go to the shops and you bump into someone briefly, like, oh hey.
Yeah, yeah, 100% my love. I can't even remember what we were saying. We'll take it back.
You were talking
Fluffiness.
about you're talking about how off season feels.
Yes. And I like definitely because I know that you kind of got to that. It's actually funny because you saying that, I actually remember you in prep and then you like having those moments where um you can't not care what people think because I know you don't really care what people think, but those little things get into your head, don't you? Especially when you're so self-critical of yourself. Like when you're leaner and people say those little comments of like, oh, like you look skinny or you look this and you look that and things like that. And when you're in prep, like when you get it often, it just makes you it no matter what people say, it gets to you. And I think I remember like just being around some conversations with you when you felt like that as well.
Yeah, I think it just struck a nerve with me personally because it was something that I was trying to ignore. I was trying to just get on with my job, get on with my prep, and I felt really horribly about the way that I looked, especially in my face and stuff. And I was like the when people talked to me about it, kept bringing it to my mind, and I was like, I just kind of want to shut this out and just focus on the goal.
Yeah.
Um, and I was speaking to someone today at the gym, actually, like the reverse of that. We were speaking about how, because she's a bikini pro, and she was like, I actually cover up often now because I'm so sick of people talking about my physique. And even though it's compliments, it's so, people are being kind. She's like, I'm just so sick of hearing about it. And people like grab my shoulders or like poke my
Yeah.
bum or something. I get so over it.
I've actually heard that quite a few times from like big guys. Like
Yeah.
they always train in like oversized t-shirts and things like that to try and I guess it's a thing. They just don't want attention. Like it's a weird concept. Like I think maybe you can, maybe you feel the same way. Like I've always trained. Like I don't know life without exercise. I don't life without this. So it's like, it's not something like I don't really chase the physique like really anymore. I chase the performance. I chase the in a prep. Like I just in chase the progress. I chase the suffering sort of thing. Like because the reality is like I I don't re I enjoy the stage, but I don't really give a shit about it either, sort of thing. It's just that kind of that goal. So it's when people give you those comments or those things, you're like, it's a bit weird because it's like it's just you. If that does that make any sense? Like completely rambling.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you get the big chats of like, oh, you're so disciplined and all this. And it's like, well, yes, I am disciplined, but also like this is my favorite part of my day.
Yeah.
Like I love going to the gym. Like I like excited about it. I think people who maybe really don't like the gym and are trying to go on a weight loss journey, that's more discipline than what I'm doing. Because yeah, it's my passion. It's what I love.
There was a really interesting quote that I heard is like, okay, I'll ask you, what is discipline?
I feel like discipline is employing behaviors that are contributing to a goal that you have, regardless of whether or not you want to do them. So
Cool.
discipline is like staying consistent and ticking off all those behaviors to get you to the goal, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I actually
That's how I see discipline.
no, it's honestly it's actually really good because you said a couple of key things. There's I don't know if there's actually a definition for it. I think it's just everyone interprets it a different way. But I actually heard Alex Hormozy do this one because you said like you're not disciplined going to the gym. And I think that's true. You're not
Yeah.
because it's what you love. So
Yeah.
like discipline's
Yeah.
doing the same task over and over again, not
Yes.
enjoying it, but knowing there's going to be a result at the end of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's almost the not enjoyment part is the discipline, but knowing there's going to be an outcome. It's a bit like
Yeah.
prep. We know day one,
Yeah.
getting on a Stairmaster, it's shit. Like we're not going to be shredded in a week, but we do it for 20
Yeah.
weeks and we just know by doing this repetitive task that we will be shredded in 20 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
interesting.
it's like it is. It is. Um, I was thinking like the other day actually when I did one of my check-ins with Steph, I was like, oh wow, like I kind of liked it. And I was like, gee, I've just been doing something that I like without really thinking about it too much for like 7 or 8 years. And I just came with this physique after that. It's just by doing something that I love over time. And like, of course, like the last few years, I've been quite strict with my training and everything to suit bikini. But prior to that, I'm like, I've just been exercising because I love it. And then consequently, I just ended up with this physique that's quite nice.
It's a good physique. I will give you that. You're doing good. Completely shifting it. How, because obviously, again, it's
Yeah.
that typical thing. Well, I guess it's not shifting it. Without the gym, would you have then met your fiance? It's like a weird kind of concept being like the thing you love,
No.
you wouldn't have actually met the person that you're with now.
Yeah. And all my friends in the Gold Coast too, because when I moved here, I knew one person. And she was studying law, so like not really anything like her friends, I met a few of them at like her birthdays and stuff, but I didn't resonate with them. And I have quite a big social circle here, and every single person I've met here is through the gym, even before I started making work friends, like
Yeah.
far before.
Well, even now, I know that you coach some of your work friends. That was the because obviously when I did like
I do.
when I sat and did all like the testimonial videos for you, because that's when I kind of learned more about the girls and stuff like that. And I was like, it was so funny how like they knew
Yeah.
you, and it was all based off like for example, obviously one of them was like a real old friend where that she knew you when you were young. Then obviously you had like a work colleague that
Yeah.
was like interested in stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
so weird how like then your passion turns into your friends and your friends turns and it turns into a career for you as well, which is sick.
I know it was so, yeah, big full circle moment. I love life's full of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. How was the engagement party? It looked sick. It looked
It was
amazing.
so It was so fun. We had some people fly from like Melbourne. Nick's family came from the Sunshine Coast. It was really, really special. And we made like a weekend of it, which I think is really important for me because I feel I get really like overwhelmed in big spaces, and only because I'm like, oh my God, there's so many people here that I love so much. Like I feel like I'm going to explode, and it's just like super overwhelming. So it was it was really nice that it was like a long thing, so I didn't feel like I had to cram every special moment into like a few hour party.
Yeah, that's also your biggest skill. You're very good at giving to people, so you need time.
Yeah, anytime. My honestly, my most important thing in my life is my friends and my family. I feel like that's the case for everyone, but I do like I could have nothing else and I could have my friends and I'd be good.
Do you know what? I think like from knowing you over the years and stuff like that, I think that's honestly like it's weird because do you know what's really bad is that I wish I could say that, but like
Hmm.
I don't act like it. But you act
Yeah.
like it like honestly like daily. And I think honestly like even seeing it from because obviously I see like how you guys work from a coaching aspect behind the scenes and I see all the nitty-gritty stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's it's honestly like it's such a superpower that what you have. It's like it's so it's gorgeous. Like how you treat others is phenomenal. Like honestly, I'm not even just saying that. It's stunning.
Well, I think like every single thing that I have achieved in my life, or anything that I have, I attribute to my like it's because of my friends. And that's not just like obviously I put the hard work into, but the reason I have the confidence to like make big risks, take chances, do hard things is because I know that if I ever fall, I've got the support.
Yes,
And
nice.
I think that's why, it's so true though. Like when I moved to the Gold Coast and I was like I'm in the middle of building a house and I quit my job and everything and I messaged two of my friends and I was like, I'm about to do something really big and I'm nervous, but like you got me. And they didn't even ask me what it was and they're like, of course.
Yeah,
And
that's
like
cool.
I don't know, everything that I do, I'm like I feel so safe to like make huge and like that's how you achieve things in life is by making big risks. And I know that I can confidently do that because I always have love and support from the people around me. And that's I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, wow,
Like
that's
not
all.
everyone has that. So, yeah.
It's no one talks about that. No one talks about like like everyone says, "Oh, take a risk," but no one tells you the back end of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, what happens if like someone takes a risk but they have no one? Who do they fall back on?
Yeah, right.
It's a really valid point actually. It made me think.
And people don't often take big risks because
The fear, right? The
like my
fear of
friends aren't going to solve all my problems. If I make a big mistake, I still have to deal with the consequences. But I
of
think for
course.
me, it's a lot easier for me to do big things because I have that love there. Whereas someone who maybe doesn't have a big, strong circle might not, they might be a bit more ambivalent to take big risks.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. How's the risk
Mm.
taken for this year? New year, what have you got planned?
I'm going to the Olympia.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go watch that. I'll be doing another overseas show. So I'm gonna start competing again this year, which I'm super nervous but excited about.
With
I'm
the
looking at
annoying,
new
I was gonna say with the annoying calendar.
oh don't. I know. I was like, don't even get me. Honestly, that's been such a huge mental barrier for me. I
It's
was so
honestly like
keen and I waited specifically like so long to compete because I wanted to do this season. The calendar came out and I was like, you're kidding me.
it's honestly because I looked at the calendar as well. It's not the most organized calendar, like all around the world. It's still not it's just
Mhm.
awkward. It's an awkward calendar this year. Like it falls really awkwardly on stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
because I have to do it completely different this time as around. I'm like, oh, okay, we have to rejuggle everything how it's working. Not like, okay, cool, like prep, do the shows. It's not like that. It's completely like, yeah, it's a bit more chaotic, but as long as you're like organized, which I know you are, it'll be fine.
I think it like a lot of things clash with each
Loads.
other
That's
with
the
this
thing.
calendar. I'm kind of hopeful. I'm like, yeah, it's really strange.
I think it's just because the Olympia is fucking early, and it makes no sense of the Olympia being.
Right.
It makes no sense of it being kind of like not the last show of the year. I feel like it just needs to be the last show of the year. It's the finals, like conclude everything, and then everything's done. Like I just, and then it's
Right.
weird because then you've got
It's
like,
it's the grand finale. It's the
yeah,
most important show.
because they've moved like, I'm obviously thinking about like pro stuff now, but they've moved like Dubai Pro to after the Olympia. So you're like, what's the point of that? Like,
It's kind of anticlimactic.
it is, yeah. It's so
You
anticlimactic.
see like the Mr. or Miss Olympia and you're like sick. All right, I'm ready to go back into my off season or start my prep or whatever. Like it wraps up the year and like sets a really good tone for the next year. Now it's kind of like not in the middle, but like not at
Yeah,
the end.
yeah, it's September. I still like you've got fucking what, 3 months of the year left.
It's, we
It's
will make it. We'll make it work. We work with what we got, don't we?
how many shows are you planning on doing?
I wanted to do three, but I'm thinking it may only have to be the state show here and then the amateur Olympia, which is
Yeah,
super disappointing. I'm not used to doing just two, and that's kind of terrifying.
yeah. No, it's okay. It'll be fine. It's kind of like because I had the same way because I wanted the last one to be in America. Like I just want to finish it and be sick in America, do the last one sort of thing. I can't imagine coming back and then being like, okay, right, keep going for some reason.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you? What are you gonna compete in this year?
Um,
Are you being is
am I what?
common knowledge?
Common
Is
knowledge?
it common knowledge? Have you locked something in?
Yeah.
Yeah, like do you tell people when you're prepping?
Yeah, 100%. I ain't hiding shit.
Yeah.
I need to document it.
Yeah, you
Um,
do. Yeah, yeah.
I'm doing Romania,
Hmm.
Romania, Germany, and then the US. So I'll do the Olympia as well. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's all pretty good. I think Romania's end of August, Germany is
Oh,
13th or 14th of September, and I think Olympia is like the 23rd, 24th,
yeah, it is. Yeah.
something like that. So I think it's what, 2 weeks gap between, or maybe 2 week gap, 1 week gap, something like that, maybe
Yeah.
something like that.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, it's good. Also, it's different for me because we like when you're in Dubai and you're a resident, you don't have to do regionals. So you're because they have
Oh,
no NPC, so you don't have to do like a state show.
oh my God, that's dreams.
Yeah, so you
You
just
can
go,
skip the wasting time part.
yeah, you literally just go straight into a pro qualifier and that's it.
Because it's not like other sports where, qualifying for the nationals, you actually have to place at a certain whatever it is. Like it's weird with bodybuilding. It's like you have to qualify, but you can come last and still qualify. Like I feel like other sports, it's like you to qualify, you have to actually have like been the top three team or
Yeah. It's kind of yeah, it makes sense. But then also like if you say for example you do a regional and you don't come in the I don't know, whatever top three of your class and then maybe something like
yeah,
that, then you're like, well, maybe how do you think you're gonna do at a pro qualifier? So
yeah,
unless like again, but then I always recommend getting the stage experience. So it's like go get
yeah,
experience, go
okay.
go to big shows, get used to. the tanning, the timing, the backstage, the like the all the just get used to the whole experience because then the more you do that, like it
Yeah.
just then all you need is just more muscle. Like just get used to everything.
Yeah.
And then because that's what I hate is
Yeah.
when people like it's kind of like when people talk about getting on stage, just do it. Like you're never going to be big enough ever. You're always going to need more muscle.
Yes.
So it's like just might as
Yes.
well fucking do it. Like it's irrelevant. So
Yeah.
just get the experience
Yes.
under your belt.
Yeah. I have a
That,
client at the moment and she has had 3 years off. And she was like, I don't know if I should take more time to grow. And I was like, you've had 3 years off. Like, get back on stage. Like, go for it. Like, don't let that fear hold you back. Like, go and have fun.
yeah.
Otherwise, you're just going to end up taking like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, because you never really, I still don't feel good enough. I'm
Yeah.
going to try my absolute best and give it everything. But there's always that, like, oh, am I too small? Has this not come up enough?
Yeah. And I think also as well, it's like when you take that long off, you kind of slack off. Like you can't because you
Yeah.
can't it's really weird. Like I even think that now because I've started like tidying up because I don't really have time to prep. So it's really
Mhm.
awkward because like we'll be in Australia. So it's like ideally I'd want to do a 20-week prep, but I when I get back from Australia, I have 14 weeks to the show. So it's like I don't have time to
Yeah.
like do it. So I'll like tidy up, trip, and then come back into the full prep. So it's like even now I'm like, oh fuck,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's more of a focus now. Like I'm like, oh, 12 weeks till we go away. So I'm like, fuck, like, do you know what I mean? And I'm straight away, I'm like, oh, why am I performing slightly better than I was? Because I just have something a bit more locked in.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You got all your phases. It's a
Yeah,
lot easier if you think of it that way, as opposed to being like, oh, yeah, I've got like a year and a half out. 2 years out, like when you take long off seasons, it feels like you have so much time to just like have a bit of a slack session here. But when you're like, all right, I got 12 weeks in this like bulk phase, or I've got this mini cut here, you just like start going all in on every phase.
yeah. And that's what it is. It's just having that because I couldn't do it. It's like the same thing. Like I can't imagine, I've never said to myself, like, I don't think I could ever get lean without getting on stage or doing something. So it's now I'm like, oh, I'm getting
Yeah.
lean just to kind of set myself up, which feels weird because there's going to be no, but
Yeah.
it's a nice just to have that moment because I'm the same as you. I got to that point in growing where I'm just like, I fucking hate how I look. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's not nice. It's not pretty. It's heavy. It's disgusting. So it's nice just to have that. Oh, okay. Like actually, maybe get some abs before I go to somewhere sunny. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I actually look all right if I
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
the t-shirt off, sort of thing. Like pure, like just make me feel a bit better with how my physique looks.
I remember complaining to Steph once at my biggest, and I was like, girl, I eat, I track meticulously, I train my ass off, and I don't even look like I go to the gym at the moment. Like, it's so torturous. It's
It's
so
horrible.
hard. I'm like putting all this work in, but it's like massive delayed gratification for stage. She's very good at that. I struggle a bit more.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. The only way I can do it is focus on performance. So I literally have to be like, okay,
Hmm.
training performance. I need to make sure if whether it's weight, rep, whether it's execution, whether it's intensity, like that's the only way. Like I need to walk away from a training session with progression. And to be honest, if you don't, then kind of what the fuck are you doing, to be honest? Like, um, so that's the only way to kind of get through it because you have to emotionally disconnect from the look because you know it's kind of there somewhere underneath. So then you're like, oh shit, I just need to purely focus on that performance for each session.
I love that moment when you look back on your check-in video and you're like, what? Like, is that even me? Like, all that was hiding behind all my off-season fluff. Like, it's the sickest thing.
Yeah. What's your I actually don't know any of this. What's your training split at the moment? How's it working? And like what are you doing? Because I know obviously I think you kind of tidied up a little bit ready for kind of like the engagement party and stuff like that. Um what
Yeah.
what's the setup at the moment? What does the plan look kind of for this year so far?
So I just finished a bit of a tidy up phase. It wasn't even for my engagement party. It was because I didn't fit my sister's bridesmaid's dress.
Oh God,
And
yeah.
I was like, Stefano, fighting was like, that's an ideal, but like, I can't do anything about this. And it was just like, do you know what? Massive tangent, but like finding clothes that fit when you train is a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
It's horrible.
things like too short, or like this particular dress was like clinging around my lats, and I was like, I can't even tailor this. Like the only way is to lose a bit of weight so that overall I'm smaller to fit into this size.
Yeah. It's
But yeah, so I did a little bit of a cut for that, and then we reversed out and did do a bit of a growth period before starting prep in probably April.
nice, perfect. How long's that going to be roughly?
Yeah. I think like I usually do about 20 weeks.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, sick.
I'd
Are you
like to
doing,
do a little bit longer because
are you just,
I'm a shift worker at a minute.
yeah, shit.
What was
Yeah.
that?
Um, are you just doing Gold Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is it what's before Gold Coast? Is there any other regionals before that? Or state shows?
Yeah. Okay, massive lag from you then. So Gold Coast show, and then ho I'm hopeful for nationals still. I just need to figure out like when they lock in because the boys and the girls are on a different day. I just need to wait for them to announce like when all that's on. And
True.
same with the Amateur Olympia as well. Like there is a possibility that I could do both, but it just depends on like with both the shows, which day they're going to have the men and women on and all that kind of thing. Because at the moment we just have like a weekend date rather than like men are Saturday, women are Sunday.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then I think also as well, the nice thing is at least you know how to fly well. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
Oh yeah,
at least you've got the experience of flying well. So if anyone doesn't know, Jess used to be an air hostess while she was what I think it was for your was it for your last prep? It was, wasn't it?
it was yeah. Yeah, it was.
I feel
It
like
was.
this time
Oh,
round you need to do a even like when you fly, you have to like document how you fly for sure. Because people will be
yeah, I
fascinated from
know.
your last
I
time.
should have. I honestly should have, but it was so hard. Like it was the hardest prep I've ever done. And I was like, I don't have time to document. I just need to survive. Like I was in all different time zones. I was on like 15-hour flights all over the world. It was just like there was no way. And in hindsight, I'm like, damn, it would have been such awesome to like thing to document that. But something I can still do.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Do you miss it? Like the or not at all? Like
I don't miss the shift. I really, really miss my alone time because you land in a beautiful country, you have a beautiful hotel room to yourself, and I would just go and explore the city for a few days on my own. And like that alone time is just like so it just isn't possible like in most people's everyday life. Like it was such an amazing year of just spending time with myself.
yeah, that's
Like you
cool.
have so much time to like think about things without distraction and new ideas into your head. Like spending time with yourself is just so uncommon now because we're either at work or we're seeing our loved ones and like yeah, I miss that side of it. And I miss obviously being immersed in like different cultures and things regularly, but I don't miss the chronic fatigue. I don't miss being stuck on an aircraft. I don't miss training at the hotel gyms and eating tuna tins.
But to be fair, you and Nick are actually quite good at traveling together and stuff like that, which is nice. I know it's obviously different, like you say, like the alone time, but you are quite good at like taking trips away and like getting out of the day-to-day mundane life sometimes as well. You guys are really good at that.
Yeah, and like we do our own stuff when we travel as well. Like he loves to get up early and get his coffee and walk through the city by himself. And I might do like he likes to chill out in the middle of the day, have a little nap or something, and I'll go off on my own too. Like we still get that like a little bit when we go away.
Yeah, nice. How's wedding planning going?
I haven't done anything. Have you?
I haven't done anything.
Brandon, I haven't done anything. I've just parked it. We've locked in our venue and our date, and now I'm just parking it.
I think that's all we've done, to be honest. I think so. Like,
I feel like it's just too early to look at stuff. Like I've had a look at dresses. I'm a bit like hyper fixated on dresses, but I can't even try things on because it's so long away. And also, there's no point trying dresses on now at my current physique because I'm going to be a bit leaner then.
yeah.
So that's a whole nother layer of like annoying.
I literally just get Instagram pictures of dresses that she likes,
Yeah.
and then it's because I think she's going to be in some form of prep anyway. So you're like, I don't know how the fuck you're going to do that. Like, no fucking clue. Like,
Yeah, I don't know either. It's very like I'm gonna focus on this year and then I think I've got like 6 months and I'll just like lock in on the wedding planning and just like send it with all the organizing. But I've got a wedding planner and
oh,
I'm not like particular about stuff. I'm
no,
not like one of those, like, oh, this has to be this and this. So I'm pretty chilled to just be like, oh, that's fine. This is fine. That'll do.
yeah, yeah. I think well, maybe you can give Steph some of that. That would be really fucking nice. I think as well, it depends. Like we're having just such a chilled wedding. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be complicated, but I don't think it'll be complicated at all. Um I don't know. You've never done it, right? How the fuck do you know? How do we know?
Yeah, exactly.
You
Well,
just
we have to get married at the registry here before we go.
yeah, we
Which
have
I
to
don't know
do
if
that.
what I don't know how you guys the same. Yeah. And I remember asking one of my friends and I was like, I don't really know what to do. Like, do I just like book in an appointment or like what happens? Like I've not done this before.
So
He
weird.
just sent me photos. He's like, you just sign up and take a photo in front of a wall. It's really simple. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, like how to book that or what.
I feel like I want to do it properly. You know when you see on the TV and they go to like a courthouse and there's just a queue of fucking people? Like I
I
really
want to
ho-
do that.
I really hope it's like that. I was like, screw it.
I think it looks like it is.
That's cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't got monkeys with anything. So just wing it. That's all it is.
Do you know, We we're getting married in Indonesia, and when we did our like quick brief like wedding plan, because they asked us like what cuisine we want, what type of entertainment. She was going through and she was like, "Do you want a violin? Do you want fire twirlers? Do you want like?" It was like all this crazy shit, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know, like maybe like not fire twirlers, maybe a bit of fireworks. I don't really want performative dances and." Like there's just so many options. I was like, this is so intense.
That's very Indonesia though.
Could you imagine walking down? I know, like fun, but like also not not for me.
I honestly
I'll
like
get some fireworks maybe for fun.
yeah, fireworks are cool. But there's also like you said, I want to see you walk down the aisle and there's just fucking people falling from the ceiling with fire like fire coming out their mouth or something.
Oh my God. It's funny you say that because Steph actually sent me like this reel the other day and it was like oh, I'm not going to be extra with my wedding, and it was like also me, and it had all these trapeze and like silk dances and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, so Steph.
I literally like thing is though, it's like it's always one of those funny things, but then it's like as soon as you turn around, she's like, nope, I don't want anyone there. I just want it super quiet, super chilled, like these people. And because it's the same, like I don't mind having like a nice ceremony, like a kind of bit of a traditional ceremony. Um,
Yeah,
but then I'm like afterwards, I'm like, I literally just want to eat pizza and hang out with everyone. Like I I literally don't want to do anything fancy
yeah,
afterwards. Like just get a villa, everyone can come into the villa, hang out, pool, chill, and that's all I want.
yeah, yeah, that's perfect. Because that's what it's all about. You like celebrating with the people that you love and the people that have been part of yours and Steph's journey, but also the people that help you become the person you are. That's a great partner for her.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's just I think as well, lots of people do it out the sake of doing it for others. It's the same thing. It was like I can say it on here. I remember
Mhm.
being like we were writing down like our guest list, like who would we have? And Steph was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, do you want to invite your dad?" And I initially said no. I was like, "No." Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And then and
yeah,
then my mom was like, "Oh, maybe you should." But then I was like, "Why?" Do you know what I mean? Why should I? It's like a
yeah,
weird one. Why should I? But then also I'm like, okay,
yeah.
it's one person. It's not like I don't like them. It's just I don't know
Yes.
them. So it's like a weird kind of
Yeah.
concept there. Yeah, it's really weird when you have to break it down, but there's definitely a line of people being like, why the fuck would I invite that person?
Yeah. There's some
Like,
really cool like little things that obviously my algorithm's just like swamped with like wedding stuff now. But there's this these little things that like questions to ask yourself when you're struggling with the guest list. One of them is like, would I be willing to pay for like a $200 meal with this person one on one? Because that's how much like, it costs per head in weddings. There was another one that was like, if if someone put the rings under all the chairs and like a random person was to pick it out and give present them, would you be disappointed with who it was? Or like there's all these different ones to help you think about like whether that person needs to be there or not.
that's actually a really good point. Yeah. Send me that list.
Yeah, there's a, I will. They actually made me think a lot, and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, but that's how it needs to
But
be done. That's exactly how it
yeah,
needs to be
and
done.
I think it's also not that deep. Like if I didn't get invited to someone that was important to me, I'd be like, I totally get it. Weddings are expensive. Like it's not that like it's not
Yeah.
that deep.
Also, as well, especially
And I
when
think
yours is destination as well. You're like, it's like I can invite you, but like, are you actually fucking gonna come? Like, are you? Because you're not paying for the flights of everyone. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, are you actually gonna get on a flight and book it yourself and come?
I think that's also something I want my guests to really know. Like I'm not going to be upset if people can't come. Like if it's going to be like a financial burden, if it's going to chop away from someone's annual leave that they could go on a family trip instead, if it's going to, like hinder anything, I would rather them not be there. Like because it's
Yeah.
not like yeah, I don't want to put anyone out. It's not I'm not gonna. I'm super excited to get married, but I'm not one of those bridezillas that's like, I can't believe this person didn't come or this didn't go right or like I don't really get offended by those types of things.
No, no, not at all. Because that's the thing. Because I even think that like even inviting like my brother, he's got three kids. So you're like, are you gonna pay for flights for
Yeah,
five people? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, or
yeah,
are the kids gonna stay at home? Because we've invited kids, but it's like it's kind of optional if you want to bring them or not. Because otherwise it's
yeah,
like yeah, it's a fucking lot, especially when they're all coming from other sides of the world. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
so we'll see. We'll see. We'll wing it. Are you is Nick still prepping this year with you?
He is. Yeah, he is. I'm super excited for that because we've not prepped together before. When I first started dating him, he was in prep. And then I did a prep. And then when we first knew of each other as well, before we started dating, I was in prep as well. But we've not done one at the same time. So I honestly can't wait for that.
What are you looking forward to about it?
Just being on that journey together, because I feel like when you are in prep, like I try the best that I can, but admittedly, I'm just less of a person. Like, I don't have as much emotion when I'm speaking. I don't have as much time to give. Like, and I just really like miss that part of myself, and I feel a little bit guilty. But it
Mm.
would be fun to be doing it together because it would instead of it being like, Nick's journey to stage and Jess's journey that I'm supporting that person, it's like our journey to stage,
Yeah.
and then we can celebrate together. That's going to be so fun.
Yeah, it is nice. It
Okay.
is really nice. It is good. And also as well, it's kind of like once you know each other as well, it's you've seen each other at your worst and best. It's like it's a super
Yeah.
easy experience. Like you've both seen each other in a prep. You both feel like you know the personality types, you know what they need, what they don't need. You know when to just fucking leave them to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now it'll be really cool. It is really fun. It is really fun. And it's nice just having that same wavelength. Like, do you know what I mean? As much as like you're kind of always on it, but like you say, it's just like every day you're like, oh, like you look really good, or like you guys helping pose and you're kind of doing all the little things behind the scenes, and someone feels a bit flat and fucking drained, someone lifts you up. So no, it'd be really, really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it'd be sick.
I think he's perhaps going to be a lot easier than mine because he's quite lean at the moment. I don't
He's
think he's going
still
to have to do a lot
fucking lean. Yeah, I'm like, man.
of
I see his Instagram stories. I'm like, how are you? He's fucking like 6 weeks out.
I
Like,
know, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Which it's kind of cool to see because last time he prepped, he didn't make it to stage because he was at his level of conditioning that he is now, but he was struggling. Like he wasn't sleeping. He was just absolutely fucked. And he's like, I just can't keep going. Like it was really impacting like his work and everything. And it's really cool to see him like thriving at his current physique at the moment. Like he's got energy. He's like, he's all good.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
sick. Yeah,
guess
he looks great. He looks really good. So, yeah, especially now, like if he can just kind of keep growing, keep chipping away, and when he gets to 10 weeks out, he can be like, okay, now let's tighten things up at 10 weeks out.
in my dreams. In my
Oh, it'd
actual
be
dreams.
so nice, wouldn't it? I have to get like in order to grow, I just go from extremes. I have to get fat and that's it. Like there's no in between. I can't like do the in between part.
You know what though? The harder the prep, the more satisfying the stage day is tenfold.
Yeah.
Like the harder anything is in your life, the harder, more satisfying the reward is at the end. I feel like if I did a 10-week prep, I wouldn't feel so accomplished. I'd be like, oh, that was like, oh gee, it's a little bit
Yeah.
hard for a small period of time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely that's the thing, isn't it? With like any form of like I guess we obviously talk about it from a bodybuilding standpoint, but like that's the nice thing about a prep. It's the constant psychological barriers that you overcome more than anything else. Because physically, you're like, well, if you take a step back, I'm eating 4, 5 meals a day. I'm having chicken, salmon. You're living a bougie lifestyle, really. And then we're all moaning about, like,
I'm not gonna,
1,500 calories is really fucking hard. You're like, fuck off. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah,
actually, it's just the constant, it's, it's a weird one because obviously it's 1,500 calories, yeah, it's low for like for us type of thing, but it's also just that it's just the mental barriers that you have to overcome. It's the repetitiveness, it's things like that. It's just that resilience of doing again what we say, like it's discipline, just doing the same shit over and
yeah.
over again. So no, I fully agree.
Prep is like the most empowering thing ever though, because you get through the most craziest days and you're like, fuck, I can do actually so much with my life. Like I was just not even performing at my absolute best for anything up until now.
Yeah, I think it's a
Like the
good
amount of things that you,
go on the
sorry, go
amount.
on.
No, go on the amount of things.
No, oh, I was just gonna say the amount of things that you can do on like no sleep, little food, the amount of things that you can fit in a day because you fuck off all the procrastinating that we normally do, like scrolling, and like you don't have time for that when you're in prep.
Yeah.
So it just like highlights like all the things that we are capable of as human beings that we don't even scratch the surface of generally, normally.
Yeah. It just goes to show as well, like what kind of like not bad habits, but like you say, like when you sit and scroll or like when you do little things, how many like little things you pick up when you're kind of not in it. I do that now. It's like I can just remember like waking up, okay, 6,000 steps, 40 minutes of cardio, abs, and you're all done that by 7:30 a.m. Do you know what I mean? And then you kind of go to and you're like, now I'm like, fucking hell, I'm behind. Do you know what I mean? It's just like Jesus, like
Yeah,
it's insane. It's just that,
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I think it's like anything when you have to fit things in to achieve something, you just do it. It's a typical thing we always say to
yeah,
people. Like, honestly, like if you do want to achieve things, there is sacrifice you have to make, and that is sacrifices of scrolling. That is sometimes the sacrifice of sleep and whatever it is to an extent. So
yeah,
yeah, I think it's just all the personal sacrifices you make, really, more than anything else.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool.
What do you miss most when you're in prep?
Mm, I don't know if I'm a foodie, but I do miss certain like foods. But then my
Yeah,
last prep was so different. Like every weekend, 10 weeks out, I was having 2,000 grams of carbs. So it's like
yeah.
I kind of got to the end of prep and I didn't really want food to an extent. Like I was kind of over it.
Yeah.
Um, I think I think sometimes it's just the rest. It's nice to stop the
Yeah.
mundane. It's so nice to not be in routine. But then as soon as I'm not in routine, I lose my shit. Like mentally, I get anxious and things like that. But I think it's just I think it's just nice to sleep in and be like, actually, I just want to watch movies and do fuck all. I think that's probably the one thing I miss more than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, because I don't. I think this time round it's like it'll be different because I'll be prepping on my own. So I think then it'll be I'll miss the little things of just being able to get a drink with Steph, or do you know what I mean? Just like the little things of like what you do and you take it for granted now, being like, oh, let's just go for dinner on Saturday night or whatever it is. Like I'll miss
Yeah.
that then this time round. But when we were both doing it, it's kind of you both miss out on the same shit, so it was fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's not, I guess like with dinner with her, like you said, you don't crave food and stuff. I think you're probably just like missing the date night. Like I
yeah,
miss
God, yeah.
that aspect.
Yeah, God, yeah. I think that's when you really appreciate the things. I think honestly, I think maybe it's an age thing, but like more so nowadays, I try and appreciate what I truly do have versus what I don't, because
Absolutely.
we get caught up in it nowadays, especially from like, okay, cool, like I want to have this much muscle and I would want to look like a Greek fucking god, right? Yeah, great. But like you said, I think you look at it from really wholesome. You look at it, well, my body allows me to train. And I wish sometimes I looked at it like that. So I'm trying more so to look at things like that. I don't think Dubai helps sometimes. You see like a fucking Ferrari go by and you're like, well, I'm failing at life. So it's like,
Yeah.
so it's sometimes just really appreciating the things that you do have versus what you don't. And I think that's a nice thing to take into all different aspects of life, whether you're in prep or whether you're not.
100%. And like you and Steph had a really awesome podcast like a while ago now, but you're like, this isn't forever. Like we're not we're not gonna be able to compete forever. So like this is really fun. Like one day you're gonna really miss the preps and stuff. It's a very small window if you're fortunate enough to have a long life. So it's like, why not just embrace it and just enjoy it all instead of being like, oh fuck, I'm hungry or I'm tired or I'm skinny. Like
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm
and
definitely,
like
go on.
no, I was just gonna say, like, you spoke about how you like living in Dubai, like, Ferrari drive past. So I suppose on the contrast, I see sick people every day. So
Yeah, that's so
like I'm
true.
always reminded how lucky I am. So instead of like me going, oh fuck, I gotta go do my cardio after work, I'm so tired, I had such a big shift. I'm like, any single person in here would kill to be in my position to go and do cardio right now, but they're stuck in bed. So like I'm in a fortunate position there to be like reminded of that every single day. That makes my preps substantially like easier.
Yeah, fuck. I want to get a new job now. I want to be a nurse.
No, you don't. You love your job.
Yeah, but also as well, like I miss that. Like
Yeah.
because like when I was kayaking, I remember we went to Uganda and we went training in Uganda and you saw great parts of the world and it really made you realize
Yeah.
being like these people absolutely love their life because they have a football and some two
Yes.
poles in the ground. And they are
Yeah.
the happiest
Yeah.
people on earth. And then you look at like Western fucking white people, whatever it is, and they're just the most, they just want everything. And it's like you get caught up in that sometimes. So it's really refreshing just to see people, like you said, like just to see someone and be like, oh my God, like I just to have that gratitude. Like, but forced gratitude. It's not like sitting down with a journal in your fucking villa and being like, I'm grateful for. You're like, that's not real gratitude. Do you know what I
Nah.
mean? So like, yeah, that's really, really, it's really
No, it's
refresh.
not. And like you don't feel it in that. Like when you're really struggling, you can get a piece of paper and be like, I'm grateful to have a roof over my head, but like you don't feel it really, like as much as we pretend that we do.
Yeah. Yeah, and you haven't seen it firsthand. It's like I remember like my mum always being like, oh, like if you didn't want to finish your food, like send it to Africa. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever it is. And think about the people in Africa, whatever.
Mm,
That was that typical thing that went around when we were
yeah.
younger. And then I had the privilege of
That
actually
was
seeing it.
universal, but
Yeah. But then when you have the
yeah,
privilege of seeing it and you actually see what malnutrition looks like, and when you actually see what like all these things look like, and you actually see emotions and you see pain, then you're like, wow. Do you know what I mean? Your life completely changes. So I,
yeah, super,
yeah,
super confronting,
yeah. I think more
but
people should do.
super important.
Go on.
Oh no, I just said like super confronting, but super important. Like I think that's why everyone needs to travel at some point in their life.
Yeah, God, yeah, 100%. I was going to say something else, but I've lost it.
Damn, sorry.
No, you're good. I don't even know what it was now. It was good.
You tell you're telling me about when you were kayaking and traveling and what you would see.
Yeah, pretty. I think it was that. I think it was kind of like just the being gratitude of stuff as well. Like, and I also it sounds like a really weird one, but I sometimes get that like when you go to the Gold Coast, when I go to the Gold Coast as well, you see the simple life. You see people just wake up and want to see a sunset and a beach and a surfboard. Like, I'm excited for that chapter when it comes.
Mhm.
Because even now, like you said, like bodybuilding isn't forever. I still think I probably haven't told many people this, but I'm very much like, okay, let's see how this season goes. And I'm like, I might just be like, cool, that I'm good. Do you know what I mean? Type of thing. Like, we'll
Yeah,
see, sort of thing. But I'm more okay with it now to be like than I was before. Before, I think I was stubborn. Um, and now I'm very
yeah.
much to be like, okay, cool. See what happens. See what I bring. If it's decent, then I might go again. But if not, I'm kind of good. I'd happily be like, I'll take time out, I'll stop, whatever it is. I'd still always train kind of bodybuilding. I'd probably like train 3, 4 days a week and do something else on the side. Um, but yeah, I'm very cool with like not having a label on me. I think it's because I've always had a label. I was always like a professional athlete before, then I was a personal trainer. Like I've always labeled myself, and I'm kind of like don't need to now. I've got to that point in my life where I don't need to.
That's a really nice space to be.
Yeah. And it's like little things. Like I see more things of being like we talk about kids more. So I'm more excited to have a child than I am to be like and have like a business that provides. Do you know what I mean? More than actually like anything else now. So yeah, it's just a different, I think it must be age. I think as soon as you hit 30, it's fucking game over. You think differently.
I honestly agree. Like even though I still feel like really young at heart, I'm like I definitely something's changed when I turned 30. I
Yeah.
didn't even it wasn't even like a I didn't even talk myself into that because everyone's like, oh, when you turn 30, and I was like, no, 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 not me. And then it
Yeah. I'll tell you what changes, and I
sure
didn't
enough,
think
like
it would change, is actually when you get engaged as well. I didn't think anything would change, but it feels way
oh my
fucking
God,
different.
yes.
Way fucking different.
100%. I'm so with you. And that didn't kick in for me until like a little while after as well. Because I got really shocked when like all we had so many like people commenting on our post being like, "Oh my God, congrats." And I was like, "Oh wow, this is like is this actually like such a big deal?" It was
Weird.
like I didn't expect that much. And then once I like had been a fiance for a while, it does change. Like it changes so much. I even started doing like other stupid things. Like I was like, "Oh, I can't. I'm gonna do Nick's washing and put it all away because like that's the guy I'm gonna marry." Like I don't know. It was just so stupid. Like my whole mindset changed so much for some reason.
Yeah. No, but it's true though. It's weird.
And
I
like
don't
I always thought it was my forever. Yeah.
go
So,
on.
I was gonna say I always thought that he was like my forever person, but for some reason that just like I don't know, go even more into it, like invest even more into that person.
Yeah. I think it's again, it's what it resembles, isn't it? It's nothing fancy, but it just resembles more promise, more trust, more of everything really, and it kind of just cements
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, it's super weird. Like I can't even pinpoint it as well. But like you say, it kind of goes you kind of go through that like lust period again. You're like, oh, this is exciting again. And then you get into
Yes.
that reality of being like, oh my God, this is completely different. Like more, yeah, you kind of just you age the relationship in a different way.
Yeah.
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 So
Did you have like do you remember like a moment where you're like, I want to ask Steph to marry, like if I can marry her?
Um, I think it's, you know what? I think I always say this as well. I think it's going through loads of like hard times. I think when you go through loads of like tricky periods and you go through lots of like just unsettled moments, I think that's when, and that person's still fucking there. Do you know what I mean? I think that's when you're like, okay, this person's a rock sort of thing. And I
Yeah.
guess I don't know if females and males see it differently. Um, but yeah, I was just like, oh, this person's just kind of like my rock. And not even from an aspect of like, I just know that this person's got me type of thing. And that's when you're kind of being like, okay, when you find someone like that, well, then you have to make the effort to keep them, right? And you have to
Yeah.
be like, okay, cool. Like, I want to keep this person. So how do you keep this person? And how do you want to have the future that you have as well? So yeah, I think it was just probably it's probably like a
Yeah.
compounding effect over years, where you're like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So is it different?
I
Different
always
for
ask guys that question because no, like same. Like I feel exactly what you said. I feel the same. But I was just like always ask guys like, when did you like lock in? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the jewelers now. I'm gonna like look at some, and no one can give me the answer. They're just like, I don't know.
yeah, just kind of
Like,
happens.
boys, you're so vague.
Yeah, we are not good with that. Yeah, we're really not good with that.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, I want to hear like a really big story of like how I was just like this thing happened and then I clicked and I went and bought the ring and stuff. But no, guys are just like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you'll always get that answer from guys, so it's fine.
Every single time, like all my guy friends that are engaged or married, they always give me the same answer. Like, I don't know.
I won't keep you much longer because I know you need to get to bed and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
just to conclude, as it's the 1% podcast, what is that kind of one thing that you can say that might help someone get one step further forward to tomorrow?
Um, habit stack. That's that's my advice, like habit stack. So if you want to be 1% better and you want to reach that next, like any routine that you already have, you need to do above and beyond. The best way to implement like a new thing is to incorporate like how do I explain this? Like say I want to learn a new skill. I'm like, okay, every single day you have your routine, you brush your teeth, you get dressed, you go to the gym, whatever. You need to slot that new habit in with something that already exists, and that's how you don't skip it all the time. Because otherwise it just turns to like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I'll start next week. Like you need a habit stack, put it into something that already is in existence.
Yeah, 100%. That's cool. I like that. I think this is, I don't know what episode this is. We're close to 100 and no one said that, so you're good.
Oh, I don't even know if that makes sense outside of my brain.
Yeah, 100%. It's almost like it's kind of like if you want to build a house, you have to build it brick by brick, right? And it's like the one brick at the bottom, and then once that brick's in, you have to add the cement, so you have to lock it in, and then another brick, then you have to add the cement, lock it in, and then boom, 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 that compounding effect sort of thing. I guess is you could say it with money, or you could say it with anything, like a savings account. It's got a shit interest of 2%, 3%, whatever it is. But if you keep getting money into it, it starts to speed up really quickly. It's kind
Yeah.
of the same kind of concept. So it's cool. No, I love it, my love. Easy. Is there anything else you want to add before I let you go to bed and before you have to go into your crazy shifts?
Nah, I'm good. Thank you for having me on. It was so good to have a chat to you. Can't wait to
Any?
see you guys soon.
Yeah, I think it'll come around quick now. January, February, March, April. Not long. 12 weeks.
Ah,
Super
super
quick.
soon.
So it's cool. It'll be nice. It'll be a good period of time. Will you be on prep then? You probably will.
Nah, nah, not yet.
No.
I think I would 20 weeks is like the day of the Gold Coast show.
Oh, is it? Okay. Okay, yeah. So not long. So you probably got like
Yeah,
what, 3 months, 3 months, and then you start prep 3, 4 months.
so keen.
Oh, okay, so yeah, sick, easy, but I get to see you soon, so it'll be good. Send my love to Nick. Hope he's getting some sleep.
I will.
Tell him to eat
Yeah.
more food because he needs it. He needs to get a little bit. And I love you and leave you guys, and I'll speak to you in a bit.